find out who did this to her. She shouldn't be gone. But we need to know. We need to know what happened.
Family members of a beautiful young model who recently discovered her dead in her downtown Los Angeles apartment are crying foul play and explain they are frustrated at the lack of answers and information coming from investigators. 32-year-old Nicole Coates, known as Nikki, told friends she had a date on Friday, September 8th. That's the last they heard from her. She didn't answer calls or texts during the weekend, so her father and aunt visited her luxury apartment 2 days later, located at 8th and Grand. That's when they made the gut-wrenching discovery.
I couldn't recognize her.
You feel there was some level of violence with this death?
Yes, I do.
You believe it was murder?
I believe it was. I really do. One of her legs was up in the air in a kicking position. That's not nobody that's just laid in their bed and died.
I don't know who she went out with. What transpired there, I have no idea. But I'm going to find out. So if you're out there, you're going to get caught. You're messing with the wrong person.
The LA County Coroner's Office says the case of Nicole Coates is open and the cause of death deferred. That means the cause is undetermined and further investigation is needed. However, Nikki's suspicious death is alarmingly similar to another recent case. During a welfare check for concerned family members, police discovered the body of 31-year-old model and real estate agent Melissa Mooney on Tuesday afternoon. She was inside her luxury apartment, Sky at Bunker Hill on South Figueroa Street. The LAPD is not releasing any details, but confirms detectives are investigating the young woman's death as a homicide. Family and friends are devastated, and neighbors are extremely concerned. The family of Nikki Coates is watching that case closely.
I feel myself is a predator loose.
Since our story first aired, one mother said that she's been contacted by two other parents saying that their daughters were killed in downtown Los Angeles, and now they fear there could be a serial predator.
As a parent, you never want to go through this.
A family desperately searching for answers after the young model daughter was found dead in her downtown high-rise less than a week after another model was killed in her apartment just a mile away. And still no answers as to what happened.
That's the worst part of not knowing.
Nicole Coates was 32 years old and a successful model. Melissa Mooney was 31 years old, also a model and real estate agent. Police say Melissa was killed, but haven't revealed yet Nicole's cause of death. In fact, they've released very little information about either case. While the two cases may just sound coincidental, some fear there's cause to sound the alarm.
And in this case, unfortunately, it looks like they met in their own apartment. So obviously that leads me to believe that it was somebody that they trusted to allow into their own home. And then the worst happened.
Former LAPD Detective Moses Castillo says sadly young models are preyed upon. There have been countless cases.
They want to present themselves and look, with your looks, my brains, we can make lots of money. And they make all these promises. But once they're there, they get sexually exploited. They get forced into doing things that they don't want to.
Ultimately, these families want answers and want others to come forward if their daughters too died from a mysterious death.
I'm going to keep at this until I find out what happened. You don't know who else has experienced the same thing that I have. Maybe this will help. I know it will.
Castillo tells me these assaults are underreported and worries that people have not reported them. So if it has happened to you, do contact the LAPD. I also reached out to the department for an interview and they refused to comment. In fact, they gave no details. We are live in downtown LA. Jennifer McGraw, KTLA 5 News.
A lot of people had that thought, Jennifer.
Shalom. First, thank and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in this gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the spirit, man. Lord's will to be quick, straight to the point. Y'all heard the news clips. Two young women, two models found dead in their downtown LA apartments, just 2 days apart, live less than a mile from each other, which, you know, this Most High is causing a spirit of evil to be placed on Babylon, man. Okay? There's an evil, perverse spirit and a dark spirit that the Lord has released over Egypt, because when you read Isaiah 19, it tells you that the Most High have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And Egypt shall fail in every work. You know, so that being said, you got these women. and you know what's really crazy about the whole thing is the fact that the mother is in the video making, you know, basically idle threats, so to speak. You know, I tell me I ain't the one to mess with. Well, if they got to your daughter, man, they can get to you too. And see, this is what you women don't understand. You're in a protected society, so you have the liberty to speak and go as you please and make idle threats. But see, you women are not banking on the downfall of this system. Clearly, you're not banking on that. Okay? And clearly what you're seeing in these pictures is the women that appears to be successful. Okay? Through whatever modeling agency or whatever Instagram or whatever OnlyFans that they may have set up to swindle jakes or swindle these men out here that's deprived of sex, demeaning them in any ways, you know, just to get $1 out of them. And men are getting tired of this shit, man. Okay? Men are getting sick of being women's lap dogs and being talked to any kind of way. And only how they can get at these women is if they have to bring some type of monetary value to the table. Men are like, you know what? Fuck this shit, man. We gonna start fucking taking what we want. Because what stood out to me was the fact they both lived in luxury apartments. That appears that they're making a living in downtown LA. It's about $7,000 to live in a fucking luxury apartment. So you got to ask yourself, is her real estate career really taking off like that? Or is she doing something nefarious on the side, quote unquote modeling? Okay, because I saw a video about a month ago about yacht girls. Okay, and one thing about yacht girls, the woman exposed it. She said, look, there's a fine line or thin line between modeling and prostitution. Okay, and when a woman say that she's a model, 9 times out of 10, she's selling a JJ and whatever else that comes with that. And that seems to be a profession for majority of these young women dropping out of school and college and becoming whores. You know, they get a couple thousand likes on TikTok or Instagram, and before you know it, you know, one trend leads to the next. Like, you got this influx of foot models now. You know, because, you know, I guess, you know, men have like particular fetishes and stuff, you know, and women are exploiting that. So, you know, a lot of guys that's into porn and all this other nonsense, man, they're basically they're giving their life savings to these women. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting swindled by women. They're getting played by women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard a lot of instances that women don't even send content that these men pay for. You know, here men has a leg or a booty fetish, and, you know, he's asking for pictures and she's charging $100 a picture. That's totally unreasonable, man. You know what I'm saying? And then they're really pick and choosy. They're really choosy about who they want to deal with. Because, see, a woman, when she talks to you or when she's dealing with you, she's already have you side. Within the first 10 minutes of talking to a woman, sometime soon, she already knows she's going to give up the box to you if you're, quote unquote, worth her time. You know what I'm saying? And men are like, nah, we ain't dealing with this type of behavior. So, this is the result of it, man. You women have been put on a pedestal. Okay, you've been given liberty to do as you please. And the result of it is death, man. Okay, because the Lord is not dealing with this behavior. Ain't no way in hell 2 models found dead in an LA apartment just 2 days apart. That you couldn't tell these women nothing, man. You couldn't tell them to humble down or to be submissive or find a husband. Women like this literally destroy their houses and their marriages just to make a few bucks on the side, being whores, man. And I can tell you exactly what happened to these 2 women. She was selling the JJ, okay, and some nigga on Instagram or whatever, or OnlyFans, matched her in the DM, probably showed he had a Hellcat. Probably looked like a Chance the Rapper type cat or some type of celebrity figure. You know what I'm saying? Was talking that shit, and then, you know, she went for it because of the appearance. Okay, because women, they judge you based on your outward appearance. They don't judge your mind and if your heart is right with your how about you, how shall they judge you based on how you dress, how you talk, what appearance you are, and what kind of car you drive. And then if it appears that you have the bag, and if you appear that you have the bag, you can have your way with these women, man. You know, and this is the result of it because, hey, you know, hey, you women, you're out of order. And the mothers, you're out of order. Because if you was in any type of order, you would tell your daughters, like, look, playing the field was not the way to go. Go find you your beautiful young lady. Go find you a husband, submit to him, and take care of your family. That when you live a life like that, of a serene life like that, you're less likely to get in any type of trouble, man. And especially like if you have a husband and he's able to speak highly of you and speak good, like, nah, she don't give me adultery vibes. You know, she's home with the kids. You know, I come home from work, the dinner is cooked. You know, everything is in order. She's real nice and pleasant, feminine. You know what I'm saying? Friendly. She doesn't have that combative nature. And then she ends up dead. Then you know then that's some real foul play. Like, damn, like who could have killed her? But women have such a bad reputation. Even a good woman will be questioned. Well, maybe she had a dude on the side. Which shows you it's not looking too good for you women in Babylon, man. And America is getting ready to be a war zone. And you were going to be the primary target in the days to come. So you better find your men quick, and not just any men of the Lord. But see, men of the Lord, we not going to deal with women. We going to push women like this away. We not going to have time for that foolishness, man. When you come into our domain, you got to pipe to our tune and our tune only. We not compromising with what you want, you know, oh, well, I got this. If you ain't bringing nothing to the table, and if you're going to be a liability, then we're not dealing with you. I don't give a damn how fat you are. I don't give a damn how fat your ass is. I don't give a damn how pretty your feet is. I don't give a damn how sexy your lips is. If you're coming in that Babylonian spirit, you are going to be left behind. All right, just to say the least. So this is the book of 1 Timothy 5:6. It says here, now, she that is a widow indeed and desolate trusted in the Most High and continuing in supplications and prayers night and day. You think these women are praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for guidance? Hell nah, man. They're praying to the bag God, to the bag. They're praying to whatever God or whatever witch group that they're selling out to. They're not praying for a man of the Most High. Because a man of the Most High, she wouldn't look twice at a man like that that's teaching the word of the Heavenly Father because she feels she's above him. Okay, now why I say this is unfortunate for you people, I don't feel bad for this behavior. I don't feel bad. I don't feel no type of way about this. You know, we're not condoning this behavior because it, you know, is off. But you know what, man, they've sown this type of behavior in the earth. So now it's time for them to reap the shit they put out there. Okay, I'm a big believer you reap what you sow. You know, so I don't feel bad, and I'm not lifting up a cry for women like this because I know the type of spirit that these type of women come in. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna have men that's gonna simp, man. You don't know that woman. Look, shut up, man. Okay, I ain't gotta know her. I could just tell just off the lifestyle that they appeared to live what was behind it, motherfucker. You know, Jake's been around long enough to know and see through things, and you simps, man. You're worse than these women. But nonetheless, it was probably a simp that did this because they like Players Club Myron. He was like, I always make sure you get home safe. So he was basically putting a scopay on him, man. Because one day Myron had it. He's like, look, I spent this much money on her. Myron probably spent 10 bands on Diamond throughout the whole course of him having interactions with her and never even got a chance to hug her as a squeeze on her ass. Myron had in his mind that, look, one day I'm going to get this shit. I'll put a down payment on it. I'm going to get it. And that one night, he was like, I always follow you home. You see what she did, man? She bugged out and she ran in the crib. You know? So it's getting be able to be a wrap for you women out here, and good for you. But it says, but she that living in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Right, because she didn't have the spirit of the Lord. She was in pleasure. Bro, if you have a condo in downtown LA, you making some serious money. And I know she didn't get all that from being a realtor because ain't nobody in LA buying homes. Nobody can afford to buy homes in LA. Everybody is moving from LA to Texas and down south and the Midwest because they can afford to live out here due to the salaries being so high out there, but the cost of living. So they're moving to the Midwest and down south. So realtors ain't, especially no black women realtors. They're not, black women realtors are that's pretty much put in the face of a corporation in order to get people in the door. But a lot of times, man, they don't be making no serious loot in that unless they have some type of connect or unless they're dealing with higher ups, unless they're dealing with Esau Edom. Okay, and a lot of times these women that are realtors, these black women, a lot of them be witches, bro. A lot of them be witches, straight up. And I'm gonna be straightforward with you. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with a chick that was a realtor, man, and it was just, it kind of made me wonder, like, how the hell did a career thrive so quick? How the hell did a person get their own? You know, you speculate certain things because, like, dealing with women, you never really know what type of skeletons they have in a closet. Then she could have got it by all honest means. I mean, I don't know, but I'm not the person that puts something past people, especially when I didn't foresee it or I didn't have any under or depiction of that can happen that quick. I'm a firm believer in common sense. Use your head. Like, nah, something ain't right about that picture. You know, somebody's crossing the planes here. Somebody's doing something. Somebody's pulling some strings somewhere, but, you know, and somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing. And that'd be the case with a lot of these women, man. So, hey, don't believe everything you see, bro. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So, you know, the Spirit of the Lord came upon her. But peep this. This is the book Isaiah 32, New Living Translation. It says, look, a righteous king is coming. And who is that king? Yahushua. And honest princes will rule under him. And that's the elect, starting with King David first. Each one will be like a shelter from the wind and a refuge from the storm. Like streams of water in a desert and a shadow of a great rock in a parched land. So the men of the Lord in the immediate future, I would say, or in the near future, I would say it that way, that we're going to be literally like cactuses in a desert, man. Okay, we're going to be literally like the refuge to the hell that's coming out here. And brothers may have any mind, well, how the hell we going to be, you know, in this spirit when all hell going to be breaking loose around us? Well, hey, brothers, man, the Lord have a funny way of manifesting his men, bro. Like, don't even worry about that, man. The Most High already has the provisions set up for us. When the people see that your stomach ain't touching your back, you got this glow and you have this wisdom and understanding, people are going to want to gravitate towards that. And women are going to realize that they're going to know. You know what I'm saying? They're going to know, man, like, oh, wow, this is who we need to get with. And a lot of the women that be on the comment board that be watching brothers' channels, they just going to pop up out the blue. A lot of them are watching, man. They just ain't saying nothing. They waiting for their time to strike. You know, which some of them going to get rejected because a lot of them play games. But overall, man, we're going to be as a hiding place from the wind, which is the destruction. You know, and it says here, then everyone that has eyes will be able to see the truth. They're going to see that the Lord was dealing with us the whole time. And everyone who has ears will be able to hear it, you see. And those of them that's going to, you know, join on to us, or they're going to link up through the Spirit, they're going to know that we had the true wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, because a man of the Lord, a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the near future will be like, man, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. And everybody's going to want to have a hold of a man. It's like a limited pair of Jordans that would never be released again. That's how the men of the Lord are going to be. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to matter how you look. Ain't going to matter how big or how skinny you are. It's just the fact that the Most High is dealing with you. And if he give you the power, oh, man, it's going to really going to add insult to injury. People going to be running you down like Apostle Gabar said. He said, people going to be beating down your door to get with you. So, hey, don't trip, brothers, man, because you feel like you ain't getting the attention or the play. You don't, you know, hey, don't even worry about that. The women that's going to come, when they come, you ain't even going to be worried about them. It's like, damn, like, I don't even care for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be thinking about bending these women over in the time. You're going to be like, look, man, we in go mode, you know. Go down here, verses, it says, and listen to you women who lie around in ease. And they had an easy life, man. You know, listen to me, who are so smug. In a short time, just a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care. Yeah, because now women are taking a TikTok. Man, we need to find husbands. They're killing us. Black women have no protection. Well, you know what? You didn't need protection. You were independent. You didn't need no man. You can do bad by yourself. So why do you need us for? Person tell me all that, then, hey, I'm not needed here. I don't need to be here. You know, for what? You don't need protection. And then cool beans, fend for yourself. But that energy is changing. It says, in a short time, in just a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care. For your fruit crops will fail and the harvest will never take place. Okay, you're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your OnlyFans businesses. Okay, you're going to lose your real estate businesses, your truck driving businesses. This whole society is getting ready to fall on its heels, man. Well, not on its face, man. Okay, women ain't going to be able to run that game on men no more. You know, trying to swindle them out of X amount of money. Like this, I remember me and my brother went to some little spot, man, about a couple months ago, and some chick walked up to us. She was asking for money. She was like, "Can I see your phone or something? Like, you got a Cash App?" I'm like, man, get away from me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come up asking me that, but basically, she was looking for some money, and she was bold with it. I just kind of looked at her like, man, I wouldn't give you a dime if I had a million dimes. You wouldn't get one of them You know what I'm saying? That's the attitude. I'm a big attitude. I'm a big person on matching your energy, man. You know, and I don't want to sound petty, but these women, man, they need to be shunned away until they get their shit together for real. And some of them gonna get it, you know. But it says, trimming you women, it says, in a harvest that will never take place, but trimming you women of ease and throw off your complacency, strip off your pretty clothes and put on your burlap to show your grief, and beat your breasts in sorrow for the bountiful harms and for your fruitful greatness. For your land will be overthrown with thorns and briars, and your joyful homes and happy towns will be gone. America is set up for women, man. Metropolis, mother city. So yeah, you have a lot of you women. This is you have a harsh time, and you getting ready to go through holy hell. You ain't seen nothing yet. But I'm in here giving out praises and glory. Honor is due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and above. Shalom.